There's a farmhouse in Kentucky where the sun was going down, in the middle of the fields and woods, 10 miles from the nearest town. And Pa was chopping firewood and Ma was baking pie, and the oldest girl was in the attic staring at the winter sky, pondering a poem where she'd heard the crazy screech owl cry. The woods were in her nightmares, full of deer so dark and wild. As a girl she used to wander them, all mud-stained like a fairy child. But now she's getting older and a woman she must be. She can't go get her skirt snagged in the branches of the dogwood tree. She's sitting by the window and her thoughts remain a mystery. A preacher man came knocking then upon the farmhouse door, said, "Ma, come in and welcome, we've not seen you round these parts before." But Pa, he felt a shiver staring at the icy face, and had to stop and wonder if he preached of brimstone or a grace. He set his deerskin Bible by the antlers on the fireplace. They all sat down to supper, Ma and Pa and 7 more. The oldest girl, she smiled as if she'd seen the preacher's face before, and over apple pie he said, "I know a distant isle of orchards filled with apple trees and blackbirds singing all the while." She said, "It sounds like heaven," and he gave a Mona Lisa smile. "Oh, won't you fetch your Bible, for we'd love to hear you read. I'll teach you holy wisdom, but my wells drink from an older creed." The shadows flickered smoky, distant church bells seemed to toll. The preacher, deep and somber, said, "I'm here for the immortal soul belonging to your firstborn son, a babe your God in heaven stole." Said Pa, "If you're the devil, then you'll know I have no son." He laughed, "That's where you're wrong, old man. That boy is my inspired one." And holding out his hand, he called the oldest by his name. And deep inside his soul an ember flared into a sacred flame, and almost in a reverie he whispered, "So you finally came." "Our daughter is a witch," cried Pa, and Ma, she wailed loud. The younger 4 stared wide-eyed, and then Granny said, her gray head bowed, "I don't think that's the devil, if I've taught you anything. Then think on all the ancient songs I taught your little girls to sing. Oh, preacher man, I think I'd best start calling you the Fairy King." The stiff white collar melted into cloth of midnight sky. His icy hair flowed silver, and the cosmos glittered in his eye. And all who saw him trembled, but the firstborn took his hand. "I've waited for you all my life, I'll come with you to fairyland. Sweet child, this is forever, and I need to know you understand. Be gone, foul witch and demon, I'll not have you in my home." The boy said, "I have nothing here dear, please let me come with you to Rome. And staring at the king, he heard his kinfolk start to pray, till suddenly they vanished, and beneath him with a fearsome neigh, a horse like living darkness reared to bear him with the king away. There's a boy from old Kentucky in the woods so deep and wild. He lives just like a witch inside a cottage with his only child, and teaches them the songs his granny sang when he was small, and shows them how to welcome someone special when the red leaves fall, and hums an old sweet love song while he waits to hear the hunter's call.